Hey guys, today let's talk about the important interview question. So basically, what is the difference between the Docker image and Docker container? So when you are applying for any kind of experience role, it could be any Java or any the container related questions definitely. So a lot of interviewers they ask this question. So definitely before that you should be aware what is a Docker and how to create a Docker file. Then it's easy to understand what is a Docker image and the Docker container. Basically, when we create a Docker file and do the Docker build, so basically it's going to create a image. So the image which is not running at all. So it will just have all the artifacts which is required to run our application. For example, if it is a Java application, we need to have the JDK and then our artifact, that's nothing but the jar file and any other instructions. So that we create as a bundle, and that bundle is nothing but the Docker image. Whereas the Docker container is nothing but when the image runs, so when our application runs, so our application will be running inside a container. So the runnable instance is nothing but the container. Let me show you the terminal. So if I say Docker images, so you can see a lot of images which are created. So I recently created one of the image called KVS assessment evaluation. If at all, if you want to create an image, if you want to know how to create it, so what you can do is you just type the Docker. Docker. Let me make it a little bit up. All right. So you just type the Docker build space -d, and then what image that you want to create. Let's say sample app and then dot. So the dot which is going to get the Docker file location. And then it creates an image. Once the image is created, when you do the Docker images, so the image will be available in the local container registry. For example, this is the one. So this is nothing but the image. Whereas the runnable instance, meaning, so right now the application is not running. It just handles all the artifacts, whatever is required to run our application. It has, the bundle. Now, when you run your application, so we have something called Docker PS, where you can see all our runnable instance. For example, so the PostgreSQL which is running, so that's nothing but a container. So that is where you can see the container ID. Whereas the Docker images, you will not see any container ID. You will have only the repository name and the tag and the image ID. And when it is created, what is the size? Whereas the container, the Docker PS command, so you can see the container ID, what is the image associated with this container, what is the command that is executed internally, when it is created, what is the status, what is the port that is exposed or running inside a container, and what is the container name. So this is where we can say the container is nothing but the runnable instance, whereas image, it's nothing but the package. It contains all the artifacts and the required things to run our application. That's all, guys. Hopefully you understand the difference between the Docker container and Docker image. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you.